Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, all my audience. What can I say? Okay, now here's a point that I was trying to make earlier before the video got cut off. I greatly apologize for that. The moral to the point that I was trying to get when it comes to collecting 12 months of receipts, you report quarterly if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I'm still learning as I go. So no one's perfect. But I'm trying to get this out as best as possible. To recap on that video, you want to document every receipt. You want to bookkeep those receipts for taxation purposes, because any and every transaction for the business, since you have a vendor's license, you if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, you have your vendor's license and you go purchase product. You don't have to pay regular taxes on those. Taxes are excluded. So that way you can sell the customer that, and you can tax the transaction that the customer pays for the job. So the taxes are excluded. So you document the receipts of that session that you had there with that customer. And the point to that is, and what I'm trying to say is, it's all for tax write-off. So if you go out to eat, like I said, document the receipt, write on the receipt, business meeting, and it's classified as business time. And you could take that and use it as a tax write-off at the end of the year. So any and all money that you spend on that, you will get a write-off. So write that off for you. And that's a good thing. That's something that you would want to keep in mind. Another thing to, have, depends on if you want to do it digitally or if you want to do it by paper. Some people do paper. And what I'm saying, and what is it? The best way to describe is customer clientele. That's another thing I want to touch up on with you. Is, let's say you put an advertisement in a newspaper and you have 50 customers that call you. Okay. And you get 25 of those customers out of those 50 customers, because maybe some sales might not go as well. There's no excuse on why you cannot make a job, sell a job, or whatsoever. There's no excuse on why you cannot sell somebody. And that's the important part, is sales. You got to learn how to talk to people. You got to be a people person. And to be a people person, you need to know what the person wants. But you got to know what you have. The thing that you have, you want to know that they want that, because it's something they don't have, and it's something you can perform for them. It's a service. That service that you provide for that customer follows up with a phone call. You talk about the job, a job briefing, which is what it's called. You go over all the fine detail and what they want done, and if there's anything extra, so that way you don't forget for your customer. To complete that sale, you'll finalize it, wrap it up, you'll sell the job. The next important part is scheduling a day that works for them and that works for you. Okay, and what works for you may not work for them. Well, you have to come on a one-on-one level basis of an agreement for a scheduled day and a appointed time that you must be there. It's just like going for a job interview. You have a day, you have a time, and you got to be there for that appointed time. For that drug screening or whatever it may be, for whatever company you're working for. One second, guys. Sorry about that. There's the wife. No, the important part is, after you schedule the day, the time, you have to be there. Don't let the customer down. That is a big no-no. That will get you to lose clients fast. Any and all customer interactions you want to kind of document, so that way you know when you interacted with them and what you talked about, a quick description, take quick notes, in your iPad or your phone, whatever the case may be, or a piece of paper, depending on how you choose to do it. And after you get that day scheduled, you go out, you complete the assigned job that you and the customer talked about. Now, importantly, always important. I kind of learned this from an individual named Keith Kalfas for the landscaping employee trap. I apologize for mispronouncing that. I'm sorry, Keith. I give a lot of gratitude to this guy, because he bust his he works hard, period. And that's the best way to describe it. I look up to him, and I look up to many others. I am a young business owner becoming very successful. And yeah, I'm all over the place. I understand that. What I was originally talking about was, bookkeeping and all that. I will get to that when I can. I'm currently going on almost 6 minutes now with my video. It's like 5:30. But I have learned so much in the past year. And let me tell you, I started out with $266 in my bank account, my personal savings. I got off of work one day, I came home. This is when I lived in Westerville, Ohio. And I sat down on the couch, and I looked at my wife, and I could tell you the story till I'm blue in the face. And I said, honey, I'm sick and tired of being broke. I pay all the bills, and I have nothing left. What can I do? What am I good at? Okay, I'm a body technician. I am a professional detailer. Very good at those two. That's the industry I'm from, is that. Professional car audio installationist. I love car audio. That's another one of my favorites. I actually tried starting up an audio business, mobile installation company. I didn't know much. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't know anything about taxes or nothing. It's like now I do. Hydraulic repair, hydraulic diesel mechanic repair and all that. I'm good for that too. The commercial mowing, trimming, blowing, so on and so forth. I did work for 5 seasons, and I do give gratitude to Steve Woods for learning what I learned there. For the time being, things didn't go as planned because more opportunities had opened for me. But the moral of the story is back to the $266. I told my wife, honey, we have 2 kids. I'm tired of being broke. I've got to change this, and it's got to change now. And there's this guy that I watch. His name is Tony Robbins. He's a motivational speaker. Or Anthony Robbins. Look him up. You got Bob Proctor. You got Zig Ziglar. Those guys I watch all the time, and they have changed my life. Things are getting better. I'm slowly getting out of the being broke hole, and the reasons why I say that is because after I sat there and I said, honey, I got to change this. What am I good at? Landscaping, lawn care. I don't want to ask people for money. So what do I want to do? I'm going to go take $200. I'm going to go buy a non-propelled Troy-Bilt TB100. Yes, my business started out with a push mower and a car. I had a 2004 Crown Victoria. Here's the deal. Okay, I worked for 2 months. I made the money up. Funny part is I got away with it, but don't tell nobody. I returned the mower, got credit back on it. I applied it towards another mower, the Husqvarna all-wheel drive mower, which is what I got now. And I'm about, not right now, but when cutting season comes back around, I'm going to get special financed for a Velke 52-inch $6,000 Exmark mower. That's my next step. But I worked my butt off until I actually paid that mower off. I returned it, and the money I made from that mower and the credit that I got back for that mower, I went and got a more expensive mower, so I didn't have to push it. I got tired of pushing. My arms were hurting all the time. I said, honey, I can't push no more. I've got to get it self-propelled. So I got it self-propelled. And, well, I didn't have a backpack blower, so I got on my credit line for my $1,500 balance, credit card Lowe's, which is what I told y'all about a while back. And I got a backpack blower for $527, Husqvarna. I also got a weed trimmer by Husqvarna. They're 128 LDs. They're okay for private use, but commercial use, no. You must get steel, which is what I'm about to get with my commercial mower. To the point that I'm at right now, I have no struggles. I'm actually starting to get better. We're not starving of, not having food, which is what kind of me and my family. I have 2 babies. And I'm a 22-year-old married man. I'm young. And I went from being broke, and I'm slowly pulling myself out of this hole, and I'm not going to stop following my dreams. I look up to a lot of people. But now, as of the past couple of weeks, I finally turned my business into an LLC. I finally just opened up my business banking account. And now, I am in the current process of designing a business plan. I just designed and typed up my mission statement tonight for my business, Floyd's Landscaping and Property Maintenance, LLC. I am now a limited liability company. If I decide to hire anyone underneath me, they will be 1099 subcontracted in. They must have their own workers' compensation and health insurance. I'm not responsible for any of that until I pierce the corporate veil and become a C corporate. So where I have employees and I can do W-2s or W-4s, however, whatever the case, or W-9s, whatever the case may be, to hire people. And then I can get on for a health provider, provide health care for my employees. But that's not until I take care of myself and my family and my business first before I can take care of anybody else. And it sounds hard and difficult, but it's not. You know, there are policies. Companies have policies and guidelines for a reason, so they keep themselves in line and keep their lower employees in line. It's always important to take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else. And I tell you from success, watching Positive, the laws of attraction have helped me also. Laws of attraction have taken care of my life. I'm going to wrap this video short. I hope you got something from it. This video is to be continued, just like the previous. Sorry about the cutoff, guys. Like my channel, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos, please. Tell others about me, because I love helping people. I love having a big heart. But there are ups and downs, and everyone's going to deal with that. But no matter what, you keep your head up and you keep going. You don't let nothing stop you. You set a goal, you follow it. Let me ask you this question before I leave, before I get off here. Okay, if you're sitting in a chair and you see a door across the room, can anything stop you from getting up? I mean, unless you die, that's going to be a very rare chance. Is anything stopping you from getting up out of your seat, putting one foot in front of the other, and walking to that door and opening it up and walking through it? No. Nothing can stop you unless the air actually turns into some solid matter. That's impossible. So in other words, if nothing can stop you from getting up and getting on your feet, putting one foot in front of the other and walking to that door is an opportunity waiting for you. And you're sitting on that couch or you're sitting in that chair and you're watching TV, brainwashing and getting brainwashed. Wake up. Get motivated. Or like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. That's hilarious. Go look that up, Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Man, that video cracks me up. I mean, he's trying so hard to be a motivational speaker. No, I'm not shooting him down, but that video cracks me up. Go check him out too. I'm gonna put that in my tags. But no, seriously, guys, like, subscribe, share if you like my videos. They're getting a little bit better, so you know you got to give me a break. Give me a break. I ain't perfect, but I hope you like them. If you don't like them, move on. There's an exit button for a reason. Go watch another video. Go watch cop videos. Go watch something else that interests you. Because if you don't like my videos and they don't interest you, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not asking you to criticize me. I'm asking you to criticize you. That's the goal. So leave me alone if you don't like them. This is not free. This is for the people who are interested in watching. I'm going on 13 minutes. I got to get off here. I hope you guys liked. You have a good night. More videos to come.